guess that's a little better.
All right, welcome, life forms.
Why do we start that way?
To the second episode of the Escape Pod, The Pod Strikes Back. I'm the host, Mitchell Smith, and this is a podcast about Star Wars. And with me is the Ewok lover, Ron Town.
Mainly when I was like a 4-year-old, but yeah, Ewoks were pretty cool when I was 4.
Well, yeah, you love Ewoks about that movie that you love. Remember that?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Last episode?
Yeah.
No, you don't?
I remember.
Gosh.
You do? That's cool.
How could you not?
All right,
and you just drawn it out to play the thing.
Yeah, I hate you. Yeah, drawing it out to use a soundboard.
And we also got the guy, the Hoth hater, Carl Eicher.
Why would I hate Hoth?
Well, you tell me how you don't like snow and stuff. So
oh, yeah, I would fucking hate living on Hoth.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to. I don't think anybody would want to live there.
No, yeah, it's terrible. It's a terrible place to live. But I bet they have great health care and the jobs are pretty good. And, we'll make all kinds of concessions about where we live because,
Hey, that Wampa had a lot of real estate. That was
yeah,
a big,
I'm sure he did.
cave.
And I bet he could hunt and fish whenever he wanted.
That one at least makes sense to me, you know what I mean? That explanation.
That's a great sound. And that is a signal for our segment, the Force Power Rankings.
Oh, man. Power up.
We're gonna rank the coolest characters in Star Wars.
Good and evil? Separated?
Good and evil. So
Okay.
we're each
It's
gonna
be
tell
such
you,
a cool talk, guys.
Yeah, it's gonna
be real cool.
We're gonna tell you our top 5 coolest good guys, top 5 coolest bad guys, and then some cool guys that maybe aren't good or bad. And then we're going to try and come together and come up with a top 10 list of the coolest guys of all time in Star Wars.
Or gals.
I guess, yeah, guys.
She's using guys in the colloquial sense, I guess.
Yeah, in the colloquial sense.
Is Jar Jar a female?
All right,
so who wants to go first?
I'll go first. You guys want to start with good guys or bad guys?
Might as well start with the goodies.
All right, the goodies. So I'll give you my bottom 2. Or my 4th and 5th best.
Okay, cool.
So my 5th, one of the coolest guys in Star Wars.
Super rad.
Is Luke Skywalker. I think he's super cool.
Looks pretty cool.
He's super cool. The reason he's not higher is because in the first movie, he's not so cool. Right?
Well, I don't know. I can't really think of any situations where he wasn't very cool.
Really?
Yeah, I really couldn't.
Well,
but I was going into Toshi Station to pick up some power converters.
yeah, he's kind
that's
of
not so cool.
Yeah, he's kind of a little dork.
But by the end of his Luke Skywalker-ness, he's really cool. So he kind of balances it out, and that's how he makes top 5. Because he's cool, his lightsaber skills, his force power, all cool.
Yeah, it's almost like he was a kid in the first one, basically, and he grew into a
Anakin
real
was
human.
cool in Episode 1, driving a pod racer.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
but I guess
truth.
Luke blew up the Death Star, so that's really cool too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I saw this meme about why Luke was that. Did I say this in the last podcast? I don't remember. But why Luke was the disappointing child. At 19, Leia, leader of, a senator in the Galactic Republic or whatever the remnant of it was in the Empire.
I believe you did mention
19,
this.
Anakin, leading like an entire cadre of troops in the Clone Wars. 19, Luke sits in his room playing vroom vroom noises with his toy plane.
Yep, and that's a great segue into my number 4, which is Princess Leia.
Nice.
She's very cool.
Very cool.
She's pretty cool.
Very cool. She's married to, or was married to, one of the coolest people of all time in the galaxy.
She's an inspiring leader.
She is.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ron, what do you got for your 5th and 4th coolest good guy in Star Wars?
Oh man!
So my number 5 is a guy called Ki-Adi-Mundi.
Oh yeah, Ki-Adi. Love it.
He's the Conehead Jedi from the prequel trilogy.
Also wielding a purple lightsaber. No, it's blue. Well, his action figure came with a purple one.
That's a mistake.
Well, too bad.
One of the reasons I really like Ki-Adi-Mundi, it's three names. Ki-Adi-Mundi.
You see him get murked in Revenge of the Sith.
He's one of the first people I think that gets killed.
He's on the snow planet and he turns around and goes, "Yeah, come on!" And then
I just saw him. Yeah, he's cool.
So he also...
But he doesn't really do anything. But okay.
Yes, but one of the reasons why he's so cool is because again, voted the worst Star Wars game of all time, Star Wars Obi-Wan. In multiplayer, if you play as Ki-Adi-Mundi and you do his up strike attack, It does twice as much damage as any other character. He was OP in that game. For some reason, he was the only character that could do that much damage, and it was so much fun.
Why you so
Yeah, man.
Not anything he did in the movie.
Yeah, Keanu Mooney was badass.
Okay.
He was also very wise when it came to the decision about Anakin. He was one of the only Jedi on the Order that was kind of like seeing things from both sides.
Yeah,
he made my honorable mention because he was a true Jedi. He wasn't too set in his ways. He was still willing to learn, despite being a Jedi Master.
Number 4, Poe Dameron.
Poe Dameron.
He's just a cool guy. He just likes to just fucking go in. He just goes.
Yeah, he's legit balls.
Yeah, I like it. I also like that he has an entertaining character in the new films instead of a boring one, which is why I like every time he's on the screen.
Right.
Legit AF.
Cool.
Carl?
Oh, my turn. Shit. Let's see. 5. I got Chirrut Imwe from Rogue One.
Cool.
He's like the only redeeming thing that I think I can think about from Rogue One now.
He's actually one of my favorite Star Wars characters.
I think he's awesome. I think his character is great. I think a character who's not a Jedi who's also finding connections to the Force was cool and was needed in the Star Wars universe.
I didn't think about him. I probably would have put him on my list if I thought harder.
I couldn't tell you what his name was.
He's probably almost my favorite character of all time. And who's number 4?
4. Yoda. Yoda's got to be number 4. He's got to be in your top 5, and if he's not, I hate you, and I'll never talk to you again. So I hope he's in your top 5, guys. I think.
But I don't think he's cool.
He's not. I was thinking about that too.
How is he not? Have you seen?
He's like a crazy old guy. I guess I could see.
How is that not
cool?
In the way that he's just like?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
That's true.
He like
just like eating stuff like
the hot dog man.
Fucking
with R2.
Dude, he could have done all the stuff.
This is gonna be hard to figure out.
It's it'll be tough.
Real easy.
So let's go with our 3 and 2 now. The next 2. So I got number 3. I think one of the coolest guys, obviously, is Lando Calrissian.
Oh, no. Didn't think about that. Yeah, he's cool.
He's cooler than the cold side of the pillow.
You could almost argue he's cooler
That's a reference
than Han
for
Solo.
you old people.
Yeah.
You could argue he's the coolest. He does a lot of. He's smooth. He's definitely the smoothest talker.
Oh, he's also not
trying
cool,
to get up
though,
in Leia because he backstabs a bro.
Yeah, he also was trying to hit on his lady.
Cool, right?
It's not very cool. What he did to Han was the epitome of not cool.
Well, to be fair, Han stole his ship.
I mean, stole and define his ship. You know what I'm saying?
He makes up for it in the next movie and even in Empire.
Dude, he tried to rescue him in Jedi.
He did what he had to do.
He went undercover in Jabba's palace for who knows how long. That's
Jabba's
badass.
palace?
Yeah, Jawas. There's a lot of Jawas there.
There was no Jawas.
I can talk. I can talk. I swear.
It's wicked sweet.
Alright, what's the next one?
Who's your number 2?
Oh, did I not say my number 2? Han Solo.
Solo. Uka uki kawa uta Solo.
Yeah, dude. Han Solo. Why is he
Well,
cool?
he's literally the coolest when he's frozen in carbonite.
Yeah.
That would be true.
Well, because he just has a swagger about him.
He is the epitome of cool. He's Joe cool.
Yeah, he's just like, if you think of cool and you think of Star Wars, I think most people think of Han Solo.
Oh, hell yeah.
Absolutely.
He's
don't get cocky,
hands
kid.
down.
Yeah. And
Great
he's got
shot, kid.
Hot wife.
Yeah, true.
You know?
And he shoots first.
He does.
His kid is super powerful.
He don't give a shit.
His kid is not cool.
His kid.
Him trying to be cool to his kid, despite his kid not being cool, is pretty cool.
Because he
still tries to be a good dad, even though his kid's a little piece of shit.
Okay.
That's cool.
Alright.
Being a good dad is cool.
What do you got for 3 and 2?
So my number 3 is John Williams.
John Williams.
Okay.
How is
I'll accept it. I'll let it
without
pass.
the music of Star Wars, I don't think
why
that
is
it's
he
as
a good guy? He should be in the wild cards.
It's because he made the music. That's a good guy thing to do.
Yeah,
is to make
but
it very true.
Dun, 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 dun,
He's so good that he makes the bad guys like evil. Like that's great.
That's true. Yeah.
He It's an enhancer.
Yeah.
There's 2 types. There's creators and destroyers. Creators good, destroyers bad. He's a creator. He created the music.
Okay.
I don't think I need to even describe it anymore.
Yeah, no, you're good. Moving on. I'm 100% with you.
Memorable thing about
the
Star Wars.
Absolutely.
John Williams.
Number 2 for me is Luke Skywalker.
Ah.
All right.
Mainly because in Return of the Jedi, he is the epitome of a badass when he walks into Jabba's palace.
There we go.
And force chokes Gamorrean guard.
Pig monster.
Just takes it out, and then he completely, Jedi mind tricks. What's Snake Lady? What's her name?
Snake Man.
I
I think he's a man.
I can't remember.
think it's a dude.
It's probably a dude. I don't know.
name?
I always think Twi'leks are.
No.
I think they're all like ladies just because of KOTOR. I think.
Species.
He was in episode.
Even though there's
1
male.
too, right?
Twi'leks
Can't remember
are
his
amazing.
name. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Though.
Yeah.
Snake. We'll call him Snake Man.
But yeah, he's pretty cool. He, especially as Mitch said at the end in Last Jedi, he's the best part of that movie.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, very badass.
Really? You guys seen DJ? He's so cool.
He's pretty cool, but he's not top
Oh,
5.
yeah.
That's for sure. My number 3.
Yeah.
Wedge Antilles.
Wedge.
Wedge is dope. Wedge is one of the
Leader?
only, of course, squad leader.
Rogue leader.
Say no more. He's basically like Poe Dameron, except like the original. So he's like
Mainly,
I mean, he's
Extended universe, but
he's cooler.
I like Wedge. I've considered him, but
And number 2 for me is Han. Uka
Han
Wuka
Solo.
Baki Solo. Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
He's Joe Cool. He is very cool. His blaster is pretty dope.
I'm sure in his description, cool is in there somewhere. Like
Oh,
on his
cool and
official
collected.
description.
Yeah.
So I guess
Wait,
we're
before
on,
this though, can I give a shout out to Wicket?
Wicket.
The Ewok. Without
Oh, yeah,
him,
we should
they
do
can't
some
defeat
honorable
the
mentions,
Empire
huh?
because they wouldn't have been able to
Before we go
overrun
number
the
one,
Want
Empire.
to do some honorable mentions? That's cool.
Yeah.
I
on the
for
Force
my
Moon of
honorable
Endor.
mention, I want to throw in Mace Windu.
Oh,
He's got
for
a
sure.
purple lightsaber.
He also made my.
He didn't do much, but he didn't
Black
need to.
He made my honorable mention.
You
He's
know?
also good in the video games. He was fun to play as in Lego Star
Yeah,
Wars.
Windu and Kiadi made my
Kiadi
honorable
Got any
mention.
honorable mentions there, Ron?
I said mine. It was Wicket.
Okay. Alright.
Obi-Wan,
Obi-Wan.
Admiral Akbar.
Sure.
I mean,
Yes,
it's a
Admiral
trap.
Akbar.
Is like I don't know. I love it.
I like I like the quote.
I
Where
would
he
say
says.
Chirrut Inway. I got to. I should have put him on my list.
Yeah,
but
yeah, he's in there. Any honorable mentions on the dark side? Anybody?
No,
Well, we'll get
we'll
there.
do that on the
Yeah,
dark
come
side.
on.
list.
Oh,
Come
okay.
on, dog.
Okay, sorry. we haven't done the dark side. yet. I forgot.
Nyenub, also, he gets a shout out.
Nyenub.
Was that his name? Neen? I can't
I don't know.
pronounce
There's
it.
a couple of them we forgot.
He's in Last Jedi.
no
That's
one
what I'm
said
saying, but
Qui-Gon
that guy
Jinn.
gets a shout out because
Qui-Gon
one,
Jinn. Oh yes, I love Qui-Gon.
that's because he's
Qui-Gon.
not cool. He's just the
Why
most bland, boring
not-
character of all
but he's
time.
cool.
No, he's
I
not
don't know.
cool. He does
He's pretty
nothing.
cool.
He's just kind of.
Yeah, but he's
Liam Neeson hater
against
over
the
here.
Jedi Order when they're being kind of.
Yeah, a little flingle action there.
All
He's
right.
he's
I
Qui-Gon,
think
dude.
you're just.
Come on, he's one of the first people to go Force Ghost.
He is actually the
It's
first
pretty cool.
in canon. The
was kinda
first
weird.
Force Ghost. First Force Ghost.
That's pretty cool.
All right, so should I say my coolest character
You should.
in
should.
Star Wars? The good guy is R2D2.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
R2D2.
I didn't think about that. Yeah.
He is like the first ever like cool robot in movies that I can remember. There's other ones that aren't as cool.
You
Like,
telling me you don't like C-3PO more than R2?
he's not cool.
I'm joking.
See, yeah, I don't think anybody.
I
You can
pimp
like
slap you.
C-3PO as much as you want, but I don't think anybody would be able to say he's
I mean,
cool.
No, he's
He does
definitely
so
not.
many
being
cool
laughed at.
things.
He's like the original Jar Jar Binks. People want to pretend that.
Like
No,
when he
not.
starts
People
not
want to
the
pretend
same,
that Jar
not
Jar
the
came
same.
out of nowhere, but C-3PO.
No.
C-3PO
Not
I
the
know
same.
was the precursor to that. He opened the door for Jar Jar to exist.
Comedic element is not the same as Jar Jar Binks.
That's
there's a big
that's
difference
fine, but
there.
that's
and
why
another
Jar
thing
Jar
that's so
was there.
cool about R2D2 is he's had sex with so many different supercomputers. He's just putting his little
I don't know if
robot
that's the right
penis
word.
inside
That's
the Death Star. inside
that
all
could be
these
that could be
things.
seen
He's
as
like
rape.
a player.
He's a little bit of a rapist, actually. I think he's
kind
no
of a player.
longer on my honorable mention because he's a little robot rapist.
Do you guys like the theory that he actually blew up the first Death Star because when he was dialing in, he was actually just corrupting the mainframe and causing it to self-destruct?
No.
No, I think you just made that up. All right.
You're right.
Okay. R2D2, the coolest character in my eyes. Who's the coolest character of the good side on your eyes?
Well, obviously it's Han Solo. And
Han
I think
Solo.
we already
That's
went
fair.
over it, but he's just the coolest motherfucker around.
Yep.
That
He's
dude
definitely in contention.
is
The coolest.
he breaks the law for a living. He's a smuggler. He's just like smooth again, and just blaster pistol murdering everybody. Doesn't give a shit. And also he looks out for his bros, and he is, a good person.
Sometime. I mean, he looked out for them in the end, but he made it seem like he hasn't always been that way.
Well, yeah, but that's the whole thing.
He
Is
stole Lando's
it's
shit.
called the character arc. It's when you
I know what
he
it's
becomes
called.
a good,
You don't have to.
Yeah, but he started cool and then he became cooler. Whereas Luke started lame and became cool.
yeah.
It's a different arc.
Oh, sure.
He
That's
was
fair.
cool
Well,
his whole
that's
arc.
why it's
That's
1
fair.
and 2 for me.
All right.
All right. Carl.
Number one for me is Luke. It's always been about Luke. It's all about Luke. Sorry, that was for me growing up. That was the
What do you say about him not being cool in the beginning? Though?
Oh, he's totally a little bitch in the beginning. There's no doubt.
But
I mean, he's been forced to moisture farm his whole life. I mean, in fairness, all these other people were exposed to super cool shit from the moment they were born. And Luke is forced to drink blue milk, and
he gets to hang out with Ben.
And not really, though.
Probably not often. He acts like he hasn't seen him in a long time.
Yeah, exactly. He barely ever sees him.
He's a hermit.
So,
he's not ever.
Okay.
No, so I don't know. It's always been about Luke. It's all about Luke.
All right, cool. No Anakins. Anybody?
I don't. Who considers him okay?
No, I was just joking. All right, should we move on to the bad guys?
Well, let's move on to the
see
bad guys.
how they stack up against the good guys. So I'm gonna go with my 4, 5, and 4 for my bad guys. Number 5 is Jabba.
Fair.
Jabba the Hutt.
Yep.
He's cool. He's got so many
But the Hutts are gangsters.
He does own slaves.
He owns slaves. He owns sexy slaves.
Is that wait?
So we're talking about cool in like a sense that like
really
they're
cool.
like evil, like.
He's cool. Like
he's an interesting.
Slaves are not
he's
cool.
He's an interesting
let's
He's an interesting
clarify right now. Slavery is not cool.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah, I guess
slavery's
not
cool.
It's the furthest thing from cool there is.
Wouldn't you, if you were Jabba's friend? That's the preface. Wouldn't you want to hang out in Jabba's palace? It seems like a fun, cool place to chill.
Well, to be actually, I don't know though, because he seems to just like at a whim just drop people to feed his rancor.
That's true. Yeah, he's kind of like
cool. The Rancor's cool. Like everything he owns is cool.
I guess if you're a badass like Boba Fett or like Bausch.
Here comes another number 4, contentious number 4, is Kylo Ren.
Gross. Lame.
He's cool.
He's not cool. He's like Luke, except
he's like a wannabe.
Dark side. Yeah, he's just a little bitch.
I think he could be cool.
He might be cool. Sequel character, I think.
I agree with that. Well, Poe.
No,
Poe. Yeah.
And I like Rey better than I like Kylo.
I don't think she's that cool. I think Kylo's cool.
I don't think Kylo's cool at all.
He killed the coolest guy.
That's not cool.
I don't think
that's literally uncool.
Either.
You're just listing things that are uncool. Are you sure you understood this assignment?
He came up with the assignment.
He says slavery is cool. He says killing Han Solo is cool. Like, what is going on here? I'm so confused.
All right, Ron.
So at number 5, I have General Grievous. Now, mainly because of the Clone Wars cartoon version of him, where he is absolutely terrifying and awesome.
Your list always has weird aspects.
Dude, I don't know. Also because Grievous and Obi-Wan's pretty cool.
Dude, it's pretty sweet too. But like, it's really sweet in the cartoon when he just straight starts murdering Jedi and stealing their lightsabers, which shows you why he's a person to be feared instead of just saying, "Hey, here's a guy he's a bad guy." Yeah, but anyway, also in the Star Wars Lego game, he could do the double jump, super jump, and he had a lightsaber.
You
just referenced so many random video games.
He was so money to have.
Probably rated so poorly.
No, Lego Star Wars definitely not. That's a good game. Star Wars Obi-Wan, yeah, poor. Number 4 is Palpatine.
Sidious.
Nice. I like him because mainly Palpatine. He had the Force lightning.
Wait, Palpatine?
That's pretty sweet.
You talking about the prequel version?
No, I'm talking about. Well, he did
talking about
cool
Darth
thing,
Sidious,
it's
Emperor Palpatine.
Emperor Palpatine
from all of them.
Mainly Return of the Jedi.
Just the character in general.
But he wasn't called Palpatine originally.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Okay, fine. I don't care because I watch these movies. So. Yeah, who cares?
All right, so he's number 4.
Well, yeah, he has the best quote from Jedi. I think you should explain
why he's so low, because he's pretty cool.
Unlimited power. Yeah.
But he has like the best quote.
Unlimited power.
No, it's so be it, Jedi. That's my favorite.
That's fair.
Because I have other people on this list.
Okay.
Why are you
hating,
questioning my master list?
Why are you hating?
Is the perfect reflection
5
of
Sidious
what people have.
for me. Sidious is just the ultimate badass. He's so conniving, so like underhanded.
Do it.
Number 4, Grand Moff Tarkin.
I like him.
Hot Tark. Take a hot Tark on you.
Then name the system. He's a good quote.
You may fire when ready.
I guess I should go into mine because my 3 is the Emperor too. You called him Palpatine. You called him Sidious. I called him the Emperor. All the same guy. All cool. He's cool. I mean, it is a lot of the stuff that you guys said isn't cool. Electrocuting people, murdering people.
He's a cool.
He's
oh man, sweet.
Yeah, he's an interesting villain. See, this is why I didn't. Yeah, it's your favorite.
And
villain.
he was like just taunting
cool
Luke.
villains. We can't say that any of this is cool because it's
that's true.
pretty morose.
It's a cool character, is what it is.
It makes the movies cool.
Okay.
Right?
Fair.
And his whole look is cool, right?
Oh, yeah.
He looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Sure.
So then I'm gonna go on one of the coolest looking. I think probably the coolest looking is my number 2, which is Darth Maul. I think he's the coolest.
Maul's
looking
got to be a
villain.
top 3. He's got to be a top 3.
He's the coolest looking, and not only is he cool looking, he does cool shit. Because there's other people not on my list who look cool, but they don't do anything cool, and that's why they're not on my list. Darth Maul looks cool, and he does cool shit, and that's why Darth Maul is number 2. Double-sided lightsaber. When you first saw that when you were 9 or 10,
it's pretty
you were
rad.
like, "Oh my god, whoa!"
What? Yeah.
Your mind is blown. And
Oh,
he's
did
fighting
you ever
Jedi.
have the toy?
I did.
Double-sided, and
I
all you
did.
had to do was like flip it, and it would
Yeah.
pop out
so
bullets.
cool.
Oh my god, yes.
So cool.
So
Go ahead.
badass.
Go ahead, Ron, with your 3 and 2.
My number 3 is Darth Vader.
Fair.
I think that's just self-explanatory.
It's gotta be
He
a
is
top
just
3.
like the most iconic villain ever.
Yep.
Very
Vader.
evil. People are scared of him. He force chokes people when he's mad. I love it. Everyone knows why Vader is great.
You see the mask, it's just like the most iconic thing about Star Wars.
Oh, it's the breath thing too,
Yeah.
man. There's so much good shit about him. My number 2 is Boba Fett. That guy is
The Fat
awesome.
Man.
You got the jetpack rolling around. You got the missiles. You got the flamethrower. A lot of video game stuff coming in here too. But he's also interesting in the movies because he is the smartest bounty hunter who tracks down Solo. That is not very
He's
easy.
the person I was mentioning, the
I-
one who looks
I understand.
cool and doesn't do cool. He
I
dies
got
really
that.
lame.
Nah, but he doesn't die because he gets saved by Dengar, who then helps him out, and then they go out. You remember that? You read
What?
the book about the? It's a book
no,
thing.
No, I didn't. But
It's a book
I've
one.
heard numerous theories that he
He's
gets
an
out.
honorable mention. He's one of the coolest looking, but I think he
Well,
could've done more.
Mandalorians are awesome.
He's similar.
Okay.
He's similar to what's her
He
face,
gave us
Captain
Mandalorians,
Phasma.
which play a very
He's kinda
big.
like
He's kind of similar to Phasma, except he actually
he
does something.
and also he has a role in each
So does
movie. he's
Phasma.
in.
She
No,
knocks
she doesn't.
She
him
does
off
not
the
do
She does
anything.
nothing.
Boba Fett has a
Phasma's the
significant
most
role
worthless
in 2
character
movies.
that's ever been invented in
Boba
Star Wars.
Fett both captures Han Solo.
What does he do in the other movie? He dies,
He fights them. That's what he does.
but then he just dies.
Well, he did exactly what his
didn't
dad did.
die,
He tried
actually.
to fight a Jedi and he died.
You know the
No,
Sarlacc
he tried to
works,
fight Han
right?
Solo and he got hit when he was blind, and he just turned around. He was like, "What, Boba?" And then he dies.
Yeah, but do you know he doesn't die actually? Do you know how the Sarlacc works? It doesn't like chew you up and you're dead.
Yeah, for
You're in
thousands
the
of
stomach.
hundreds of years.
Yeah, so you just die of old age, or you just like don't starve or
Sure. He
dehydrate.
got out of there.
He has bombs on him. He
Most
blew it
likely
up.
suffocation.
He leaves and is in the desert. Dengar finds him. Dengar picks him up. You should read the books. Anyways,
Not canon.
that's
Dude,
my
the
number
Sarlacc
2.
pit is freaking terrifying.
All right, so your number 2 is Boba Fett. What's your 3 and 2, Carl?
3 is Boba, 2's Vader.
All right. Oh, one other thing about Boba Fett and Vader. They're both really fun to play in the Jedi Duels game.
Dude,
Star
did
Wars
you ever
Epic
play
Duels.
Force Unleashed at all?
Yeah, that was a good 6-hour game.
Well,
It was
yeah,
cool
it
for
was,
6 hours.
it was cool, and that's all I'm saying is the prequel
Star
or the not the prequel, but the prologue where you get to play as Vader
Oh.
is so awesome because you're just like blasting people with the Force. It's like,
It's the first time you get to play around with the engine too, so you're smashing.
oh my
So
gosh, it's amazing. I think
Never-ending
the coolest
stream.
part about that was you just whooping ass with the Force. You've never done that in a game before. You're always like dying to blaster shots, and it's just like,
Yeah.
I like that. All I have to do is hold a button, and I'm gonna deflect every blaster shot because that's how freaking Jedi's work. You're not gonna shoot me with your gun, you mortal.
It's true. Well,
Rant.
anyways,
So your number 2 is Vader?
Yeah, give me a number 1, Mitch.
Well, I think...
wait, shout out time. I'm gonna give
Oh,
a
right, yeah. Some honorable mentions here.
I'm gonna give a shout out to the Death Sticks guy. That guy's super cool because he does drugs.
Death sticks.
That's what I learned from
You're going to
the
go
media.
home and rethink your life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home and rethink my life.
I guess Count Dooku I got to put as an honorable mention. Just because the actor, I think, is...
Saruman, yeah. You know he has a metal album, right?
That's
Christopher
pretty
Lee.
dope.
Yeah,
Sleeper picks for me: IG-88,
sure. All 5 of them.
Jabba, Revan, and Darth
Yeah,
Malik.
yeah.
Got to have those guys in it.
They're pretty cool.
Actually, you know, Revan's
Shout out.
kind of
Oh.
Revan's kind of a sleeper. He's kind of a wild card as well because he does come back to the light after going dark.
Sure.
He's the balanced one.
That is the canon ending.
I would,
Well, yeah, I mean,
Also,
I don't
it's
know
it's
if you
no
guys
longer
heard of
canon.
this.
He
Maybe
is
Ron.
no longer canon, so
it's
it's
fine.
stupid.
it's so far away it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. It's so far in the past. I don't know why they didn't make it canon.
It's
It's
because
like,
they did a sweep over everything.
It's pretty well-
because that would have then said, well, why not this one?
well, and now they can go back and do like an old Republic movie.
No, they'll never do that.
They won't,
For
but
sure.
they can. I
Well, they
mean,
will.
they
They'll do
probably
something
will
with the Old
eventually.
Republic.
That's why they're erasing things.
Another one of my honorable mentions.
Whoa, I wasn't
maybe-
done yet. Just kidding. Go.
Ron, maybe you like this chick. She's called Asajj Ventress, dual wielding.
She's a wild card. She goes both ways.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's on my list as well.
Okay.
She's one of my wild
I
cards.
was thinking maybe this guy's a wild card too. Do you guys know Cad Bane? He's like the
Darth Bane. Yeah.
No, not Darth Bane. Cad Bane. He's like Wild West bounty hunter. He's really cool. He's just in
There's
the Clone
also
Wars.
a Darth Bane.
I know there's a Darth Bane, but this is Cad
But
Bane.
I do, yeah.
He's really cool. He's got like Seth Green robot. Like Seth Green is his little robot friend. They do a heist into the Jedi Temple. It's really cool. He's a cool character. I mean, you guys don't like the cartoons or the CGI, but he's actually really cool.
Just bad.
He's a cool character though. Even there's some cool stuff in there, and Cad Bane is one of them.
I believe it.
Can't forget Darth Nihilus from KOTOR as well.
Is that all your bad guy?
Also, this one's a little bit of a little stretch because it's extended universe. I don't know if it's necessarily canon. Just an entire race, the Yuzon Vong.
Sure.
Yeah,
they're from another galaxy. Right?
They are. They come from another galaxy to start a whole new war.
Speaking of stuff like that, I guess not so much. Thrawn is really cool.
Thrawn's pretty badass.
Thrawn is cool.
Yeah.
So that brings me to my number one, which is none other than Darth Vader, the coolest bad guy in the galaxy, because he's got a breathing tube. He kills rebels, like throws them up against a ceiling, like you see in Rogue One. He kills the Emperor. He basically, and in the end of the day, he's such a cool bad guy. He's actually a good guy, so that's pretty cool.
All right. Well, my number one was HK-47.
Who the fuck is that?
HK-47 is the hunter-killer droid that is the personal assassin droid to Darth Revan from Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
So he's cooler than Darth Vader?
Oh, this character is hilarious. He calls humans meatbags.
Wait, I googled HK-47 and it came up with a handgun.
Sure, but you gotta throw in,
Star Wars?
the right number and also Star Wars.
I put 45.
That would help. But yeah, every time he says something, he goes like, statement. That is a laptop, or he'll say like
question.
He'll say like lie, and then he'll lie, and it's funny. He's really entertaining and is the best part of that game, which is the best game of all time.
He's a bad guy for sure. He's not.
Oh, he is evil. He wants to kill everybody.
Yeah, he's a murderer.
He's as evil as the robot.
His name is Hunter Killer 47.
Oh, dude, this guy is a murdering machine. He literally exists to murder.
Right.
Yep, that's
it's great.
His primary function, prime directive.
So he's my favorite.
Cool.
Right. Carl?
None other than Mr. Maul himself.
Darth Maul.
Darth Maul's number one for me. The double-sided lightsaber, the killing of Qui-Gon Jinn, the surviving of being cut in half. Yeah, I mean,
I'll give you that. That's great.
I mean, you said he was a bland character, so he killed your blandness.
Yay! I'm not bored from him anymore.
The fact that he survives,
staring
that's
off into
also
space.
super cool. I just like that he comes back and is still hunting
Even though you
Obi-Wan,
don't like
still
that
searching
show.
for revenge. Yeah, the show kind of sucks, but
The comics are cool. I'll lend you the comics. He's got some.
Comics are.
I just like all the other spin-off
they're
stories
There's some
about
cool
Darth
shit
Maul.
in comics, but again, it's like 50.
I can't remember. There's a set of books that would like focus on specific characters. It would tell their like story from their point of view, and I love the Darth Maul one because it's like, what is evil? Like, kind of. It was almost like philosophical for like 10-year-olds, and like, yeah, you think that I'm evil, but like see things from my point of view, kind of a thing. It's pretty neat.
My problem with Darth Maul is that I don't know what his point of view is because I don't know anything about him except that he's really good at fighting with a double-sided lightsaber. It's pretty
cool.
badass. It is
Only
cool.
things
Oh,
you know
it
about
is
him
cool
is
as
cool
shit. It's cool as shit, but I'm just saying, like, as a character.
He's not even on your list, right?
No. He's cool, though, but I don't know. I think Grievous is cooler than Darth Maul.
Right.
And Death Six guy is definitely cooler than Darth Maul.
Okay.
Death Sticks guy. He's just always got to have a freaking weird addition.
Well, all of his ones, they're all video game shit. All right, so, and then let's just say any other guys that we think are cool that aren't good or bad. Is there anyone you can think of? Ron?
Well, I had a neutral, and I put Lando Calrissian because he doesn't necessarily do what is, like, he looks out for himself first, in a way, just like Han Solo. But what he does, is...
Yeah, but by the end of Return of the Jedi, he's a good guy, right?
Yeah, he goes through the line, but he also murders a bunch of people, and
I guess you could say the same about Vader. By the end of it, he's a good
he's
guy.
looking out for number one. He knows that he needs to right his wrong with his friend.
Carl? Kaufman. Kaufman, I love him. That's my favorite.
Swallowed down the wrong tube. You know that's actually not possible.
Okay. Then
Asajj Ventress was my wild card.
Oh, DJ
Plays both sides. Yeah, DJ's pretty cool.
Sure.
Jet Porkins.
Porkins. Hey, he's a good guy. Just because he's a larger individual.
Makes him evil.
I'm just.
I can't shake him.
Characters are funny.
So
Bosk.
Bosk
The Bounty
I don't know
Hunter
if he's neutral.
He's not neutral. He's just cool.
Oh, how about Jolie? From KOTOR. He's a neutral. He's a good character.
Let's go with our top 10
So
list.
many KOTOR characters.
Let's throw out nominations for number one. I think
Are we
it's
just doing
pretty
cool
obvious.
overall?
Yeah, just a top 10
Solo
of the
is
coolest.
number one.
I think Solo, right?
And then Luke 2, probably.
Yep.
What?
We both had him at 2.
I had Luke at 1,
Yeah,
so
but
you
what
had.
about a bad guy? You don't think a bad guy should be number one? Vader? Not number one?
No, Solo.
No, Solo, Vader.
Wookiee Solo, I think.
Can we have Vader at number 2? I think
Vader's
should
got to
be
be number 2, yeah.
So Vader is cooler than Luke.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
I think
Vader's
three's
a
got
lot
to be
cooler than
Skywalker.
Yep. And then John Williams, probably.
No, John Williams.
I'll give John Williams number 10.
Are you saying that?
I'll give John Williams number
I'm
10
not-
because
I'm not gonna
he's
give him number
totally
10.
awesome.
Number 10.
Okay. All right. We can give him number 11, maybe. Okay, so we got Han Solo, Vader, and then who did we say is number 3?
Luke.
Luke Skywalker.
What
Yeah.
about R2?
No
I have him at
question.
2.
Yeah,
He has
you're
him
the
at
only
1.
person who had R2 in his list.
Yeah, R2 is not going to be...
Is he not going to make it,
He'll
guys?
make it like
He'll
6.
make the top 10.
6.
Okay, cool.
Maybe.
We'll give him 6 or 7. Maybe.
Alright, so we got
Well, we'll
Luke.
get there. We'll see
9 or
what we
10
get.
maybe.
All right,
He
so we
might
got
edge
Luke.
John Williams out. Sorry.
We got Luke at number 3, so we got Han Solo, Vader, and Luke.
Probably Palpatine or Maul, maybe.
So we
Maul.
got everyone
Probably
in
Maul.
the...
You guys got Maul.
Maul's
Yeah.
4. Yeah.
Maul? All right. I'm down with Maul.
Then probably either
The Emperor.
I think the
Emperor or Boba Fett. I
No,
have
I
I've
don't even
Fett
have him on
2
my list.
above
He's not
Palpatine.
cool.
I think, yeah.
He's not
Well, I also
cool.
have him 2
First of all,
above
you're wrong
Palpatine.
that he's not cool.
But he's not on my list at all.
That's wrong.
Nobody messes
I guess I
with
did the
Fat
same
Man.
thing with
We all
Darth
had
Maul, and he's
Emperor
pretty
on our
cool.
list.
Never risk the Fat
Yeah,
Man.
Palpatine then, yeah.
We gotta
That's a good
do
point.
Emperor.
Palpatine is number 5.
He's my number 4, so it's consistent at least.
Yeah, but these
He's
are...
also my
these
number
are-
5. So
These are
that's-
5 lists of 5, not lists of 10. So, okay, so we got Han Solo, Vader, Luke Skywalker, Darth Maul, Emperor. Who's the 6th coolest character in Star Wars?
Probably HK-47.
I
No.
think Tarkin.
I think he's my number 1.
No, Tarkin is not on our
He's-
list.
I like
It's gotta be
Tarkin,
someone-
but I wouldn't put him there.
Lando.
Yeah,
No.
I'd put Lando.
No.
He
You
would have
wouldn't
been
put
up.
Lando number 6, Carl?
No.
R2-D2 then.
I think so.
R2-D2, Ron,
Yeah,
are you
I'll
cool
do
with
the
R2-D2 at 6?
Number 6.
Yeah, that works for me.
Alright, cool. He's my number 1 coolest.
So my number 1 coolest is HK-47.
Number 7 has got to be Boba. You got to
Yeah,
put
you
the
gotta
Fat
put
Man
Boba
in the number
Fett,
10.
yeah.
You got to be in the top
Yeah,
10.
come on.
No, he doesn't
He's
do
got to be
anything
next.
cool.
Dude, he does so
okay,
much cool
oh my
shit.
gosh,
First of
stop.
all, he has that wrist thing that ties up. Dude, you.
All right.
Oh my god.
So we got Solo, Vader,
Contrarian.
Luke, Maul, Emperor, R2-D2, Boba Fett, number 8.
Tarkin.
We don't have Tarkin on our list.
Lando
It's gotta
covers
be
Yoda.
Lando.
Lando.
Fine.
Fine. He's like, fine.
Then Leia.
What do you have against black people, bro?
I have nothing
Let's
against
put-
black people.
what about-
I have
what about-
things against people who are traitors
Okay,
and
so you
lame.
think that's not cool?
Yeah, Lando's kind of lame. What does Lando do?
Dude, Lando blows,
talking about characters
he
that
blows
don't
up
do
the second
anything.
Death Star. I
No,
think
he
that's
doesn't.
significant.
No, he
yes,
doesn't.
he does.
Yeah, he does.
Are you serious?
Pretty sure it's not him that fires that
It is.
proton.
You're right. It's Neen.
Yeah,
Neat.
but
No.
but he's flying the
What's
plane.
his
or
name?
the
Nino.
plane.
He flies a plane.
Alright, so we got 2 more. Number 9 is what?
Probably Leia.
Leia?
He doesn't get inside without Han Solo.
Le-
you guys
Leia
have
or
Leia?
Yoda? Well, we're down to
I
things that
give
only
it to
one
Yoda,
person
but
has.
you guys
Yeah,
both
Leia.
had Leia on your list, so
I didn't have Leia on my list.
Well, then I'm gonna say Yoda.
I
Yep.
think it's Leia, dude.
I think
I
it's
think,
Leia.
I think Yoda does way more than Leia does.
Yeah, but she's cooler.
Yeah, I'm switching over to Yoda because he flips
What?
around a lot. A lot of flips.
And he just does cool stuff.
Also, he has that really cool
He's a prankster.
CGI.
He's a jokester.
Oh yeah.
He's.
Remember when he was a puppet and then
I'll
he
give
was...
you 9 for Leia. I'll put Leia after Yoda.
No, Yoda
That'd be
is
10.
number 9.
Okay,
So
then
10 is
Leia's got to be 10.
Alright, cool.
She's instrumental, but she's not as cool
Alright,
as
so
Yoda.
the 10th coolest character is Leia. The number 9 is Yoda. Number 8 is Lando. Number 7 is Boba Fett. Number 6 is R2-D2. Number 5 is Emperor Palpatine, Darth Sidious. Number 4 is Darth Maul. Number 3 is Luke Skywalker. Number 2 is Darth Vader. And number 1 coolest character is Han Solo. What do you guys think about that?
It's pretty good.
Cool.
I think we all agree.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we clearly don't, but
That's fine.
yeah,
It's cool.
it's working.
That's pretty cool.